Hello and welcome everyone to another Albion Online Dev Talk. My name is Robin Henkys, I'm the game director, and today I want to talk to you about a set of features we're introducing with the K update, collectively known as GvG seasons. As you know, a key aspect of Albion Online is warfare between guilds. As a matter of fact, you might consider guild versus guild the end game of Albion Online. It's, guilds fighting for control of the Outlands. With the introduction of the GvG seasons in K, we wanted to improve upon this experience and address a couple of things that we weren't too happy with or that we were concerned with. So let's jump right into those. There's actually quite a few of them. One, we wanted to add more meaning to territory control. We wanted to have it be more important to hold territory. We wanted to prevent, at the same time, the game of territorial control from becoming stale, from a stagnant strategic situations where guilds were locked in a position where nobody wanted to fight anymore. We wanted to open the guild warfare to more players. While the GvG system has many advantages, allowing small groups of players not to be overrun by large groups that zerg up, at the same time it means that not as many players are competing and are able to participate in the guild warfare, and we wanted to change that. We also wanted to make it more transparent of how guilds were doing in this system, how well they were comparing against others, and who was actually currently winning the battle for the Outlands. And finally, we wanted to make it possible to fight for your guild's success at any time, not only at designated GvG times, which basically made it impossible to just log on to Albion and say, I want to contribute now, but where you had to wait. And while we will keep that aspect of waiting, we wanted to make it possible to also contribute at any point in time. And this is why we're introducing GvG seasons. So let's get into what they actually are. It's a bit of a narrative time. So while the conquerors of Albion, the newly arrived, that is you, were busy fighting over the land and discovering its powers through discovering what the weapons can do and fighting over the land, there was a group of mages that went deeper and studied the magic of the land. And eventually they found a way to siphon its energy, to get to the core, raw energy of what makes Albion magical. And this way that they discovered, they offered up to the guilds. And this is the change that is now coming to Albion with the K update. We're updating the graphics of the resource territories, because these are the ancient sites where energy can be siphoned. And each guild that owns territories will now have a number of mages in each resource territory in their employ that are working to siphon those energies. So once the GvG season starts, you will have these mages and they will be busy siphoning energy in each resource territory. Now, the siphoned energy can be used to create some really powerful things. Primarily, they can be used to empower the battle mounts, build the battle mounts actually, that we showed to you in a previous video. But they can also be used as a means to getting your hands on artifact gear if you have no other way, or if you need additional artifact gear. In particular, the new level 3 artifacts can be gained through the system quite well. To get your hands on this energy, you will need to either control territories and have these mages in your employ, or you go out and raid these territories. So you go out and kill these mages, they will drop some energy, you can take control of that, and you can use it for yourself. So this is a way for guilds that don't have the strength to hold territory themselves to still get their hands on energy. The land itself, though, doesn't take well really to being exploited that way. Occasionally it will rise up against those who would take its power. And this is an event that we call an invasion. An invasion is a major upset where basically all territories, all resource territories. This does not affect farms and does not affect homes of guilds, but it affects all resource territories. They are reset so that guilds lose control of them and a magical entity takes control of them. And until that entity is destroyed, they cannot be reclaimed. Now, what is the season aspect of this? Well, the season aspect of this is that for any energy gained, the guild also gains a season score. And that score is used to determine the guild's position in a leaderboard, and it also determines eventually who will win the season. Winning a season, it will give you a permanent addition to your heraldry, so everyone can see that you have won a season before, and throughout the next season your banner will be displayed in Caerleon. Now, how does the season design achieve what we set out to do? The raids give you an anytime PvP activity that contributes to your guild's success in the season and allows you to gather power to gain access to some really powerful equipment. The invasions, they prevent the Outland gameplay from becoming too stale. They have a massive upset potential because on this day, guilds will need to compete for territories, and there's a lot of potential for betrayal and fights. In addition, both the raids and the territory, the invasions, allow guilds to have more people than just their core GvG team compete. They can, everyone is important during an invasion, because if you want to get your hands on several territories, you will need to split your group, so you will need a lot of players to have enough potential to control the land. And the raids obviously are a way for everyone in the guild to contribute. So if you have some fighting power and have the ability to overpower the mages, you can contribute. You don't need to be the best GvG fighter. The leaderboards, obviously, and the season winner make it very transparent and rewarding to be successful in this, and you can always see how you're doing against other guilds, and this will hopefully make the competition between guilds more thriving. I believe that already ticks all the boxes that we initially set out to do. We're really excited to see how the GvG seasons will change the competition between guilds and what effect the introduction of things like battle mounds, of raids, of the leaderboards will have on Outland Warfare. The first season of Albion Online starts on December 9th, 2017, just after the introduction of the K update. I'm very much looking forward to see what you do with it. And thank you for listening. Until next time, goodbye.